On the Republican line, Fort Belvoir, Virginia. Samantha, you're on with Speaker Johnson.
Hi, Mr. Johnson. So my question or comments are related to what you said yesterday about not being open to pass any legislation to ensure that military gets paid. I'm sure you can tell by my voice I'm very shaky. Just want you to hear a little bit about my family. I have two medically fragile children. I have a husband who actively serves this country. He suffers from PTSD from his 2 tours in Afghanistan. If we see a lapse in pay come the 15th, my children do not get to get the medication that's needed for them to live their life, because we live paycheck to paycheck. I heard you earlier say that you side with President Trump.
Now, this is a Republican that's calling in, and she is very upset. And remember, she said her husband suffered from PTSD. Right? Just look at his face. I mean, he acts like he cares, but he really doesn't give a darn about the people in the first place. But keep on watching, keep on listening.
On anything that he says, well, I just read an article this morning that said he absolutely wholeheartedly believes that there needs to be legislation put in so that we do not miss a paycheck. You have the power to do that. And as a Republican, I'm very disappointed in my party, and I'm very disappointed in you, because you do have the power to call the House back. You did that, or you refused to do that just for a show. I am begging you to pass this legislation. My kids could die. We don't have the credit because of the medical bills that I have to pay regularly. You could stop this, and you could be the one that could say military is getting paid. And I think that it is awful, and the audacity of some.
To be honest, the military should get paid. You know what I mean? These are people that have given up their lives, that, you know, that are willing to die for this country. And then because some politicians cannot make up their minds, they cannot come to the table. Why do the military have to suffer? Why do the military families have to suffer? You know, they give the ultimate sacrifice of limb, you know, legs sometimes blowing up, cut off. And you have these individuals here who probably, some of them probably never even served in the military, and they have the power to withhold pay from those that gives their lives for this country. That is nonsense, to be honest with you. It's nonsense.
Someone who makes 6 figures a year to do this to military families is insane.
All right, Samantha.
Samantha, I'm so sorry to hear about your situation. The reason I've been so angry this week, and they've been calling me out on media, Johnson's angry. I am angry because
he don't give a damn. He don't care. Angry. Like the lady said, he has the power to call the people back, and he's just not going to do it. Now he want to act like he cares, and he's angry.
Of situations just like yours. I have a big military district, and my district is the home of the Global Strike Command at Barksdale Air Force Base and Fort Polk, the Joint Readiness Training Center. I have one of the biggest military districts and military families in America. I have a lot of airmen and soldiers who are deployed right now, and they have young families at home, and they have children in health situations like yours. This is what keeps me up at night. I want you to hear something very clearly. The Republicans are the ones delivering for you. We had a vote to pay the troops. It was the continuing resolution 3 weeks ago. Every single Republican but 2 voted to keep the government open so that your paycheck can flow. Every Democrat in the House, except for 1, voted to close it. The Democrats are the ones that are preventing you from getting a check.
What I really don't like about these politicians, they're always blaming the other side. It's not always the other side, you know what I mean? You have the power to make these things happen. And the truth is, I mean, you have to be able to agree and be bipartisan on some of the issues. You can't just say, well, it's this group of people that's not willing to do it. But what are the terms? You know what I mean? There might be reasons, and your terms may not be reasonable. You know, so it's, man, politicians, boy, I'll tell you.
If we did a vote on the floor to pay troops, it's not a lawmaking exercise, because Chuck Schumer is going to hold that up in the Senate. He is demonstrating by voting now 6 times to keep the government closed that he does not want the troops to be paid. And you should listen to his comments last night, as reported this morning. He is enjoying this. He said every day gets better for us, quote unquote. Chuck Schumer and the Democrats are preventing your family from getting the care they need, not Republicans, and my heart goes out to you.
And just so you know, Politico is reporting that House Democrats are preparing a letter to you, Speaker Johnson, urging a vote on troop pay.
You know why they are? Because they all voted on the record 3 weeks ago to stop pay for the troops. They're desperate to try to get on record, but that would be a show vote for Democrats. They do not care about it. They demonstrated that with their votes. Look at what they do and how they vote, not what they say.
That's what everyone. That's what politicians. Of course, they're always going to batch the other side, but it's unfortunate that this registered Republican woman here with the 2 kids, you know, she has to go through this, and of course, it's going to keep her up at night. So people don't care. Politicians don't give a flip about you for real. Only God does, to be honest with you. But unfortunately, it's the human heart, it's the evil in people's heart that, you know, that does these things. So my heart goes out to her, my prayers goes out to her. But man, you can't trust these politicians at all. They have too much power over people, to be honest.